Hi, everybody. Welcome to the stream. Hello. How's everybody doing today? Happy Thursday. It's been a while. It's been since Saturday since I last streamed. Hey, Allison. Yeah, I took a little mini break after last week since I streamed Ding! Yeah, because last week I streamed Wednesday through Saturday, so I'm like, I need a little break. So today's gonna be a catch-up on the Archon Quest that I did last week, and then either Nouvelette's story quest or the new event that started. Yeah, it might be either the poetry event, I may get started on that, or Nouvelette's Archon story quest, but we'll see. I do need to go for about until 2:10 probably, because after I wrap up stream, I got a tier 3 one-on-one hangout with Kyle Phillips. Kind of after I finish stream, so let's just see how far we go this afternoon. But hi guys, I'm BethAnime19. You guys can call me Beth or Bethan. Doesn't matter, my pronouns are she, her. I'm an aspiring voice actress, cosplayer, gamer, Twitch affiliate, streamer, and yeah, we're gonna catch up on the Archon Quest from last week. Do other cool stuff. A little something to say, because I know a few of you mentioned this in chat when I finished Spider-Man Remaster a couple weeks ago. I did the DLC. I played through the DLC story, off stream. So I'm good to go on that. I highly recommend y'all watch the cutscenes. Because I'm gonna try the best I can to explain it. If I beat Miles in time before 2 comes out, because, I might have already pre-ordered 2, and I was like, okay, so we gotta rush as fast as we can before Miles comes out, but yeah. Nonetheless, sit back, relax, enjoy the stream. Let's turn off the music, turn on the game. Here we go. And I got the sniffles because of the allergies. I got the sniffles. Ugh. I'm gonna do that later. Already did the Dodoko's event. And still no Nouvelette, by the way. If I get the Purple Fates today, if I finish this Archon Quest, then... I'm gonna try one more time with single pulls. If not, then I'm throwing in the towel and calling it quits. I want to save my gems for the next update.
So much has happened. Paimon just feels absolutely exhausted now that she's finally relaxed. Paimon's super sleepy. Are you sleepy too?
Yeah, I'm also getting there. Wow, she's really immediately fell asleep.
Delicious. Paimon wants seconds for free.
Good night. Another child dream, I know it.
Get out of my way! what happened? Why is everyone running?
Why are you running?
No idea, but something must have happened. Stop asking.
That's just adorable. Yeah, it's adorable.
Uh-huh.
It is.
Yelling? Paimon still wants to sleep.
What's that sound? Paimon, wake up! You need to go out and see what's going on.
What happened? Why is everyone running around? Hey, what are you doing?
No time to explain, mate. Goodbye.
Hey, wait! What's wrong with these people? They won't even talk to us.
They're here! Yeah, there you are!
Oh, thank goodness!
Oh, hi, Mario Luigi of Genshin.
Quisto and Lavaroon, do you know what happened here?
We came here especially to inform you. Something seems to have gone terribly wrong just now. His Grace is telling everyone to evacuate and get out of here. Lavaroon was saying you two are new here and you don't have many friends, so you might slip through the cracks. Haven't you heard all the stories like that? An evacuation is successfully completed, yet you only find out once you do a head count that 1 or 2 people are missing.
Wait, weren't you the one who brought that up? Why is it suddenly my idea?
Hey, shut up!
Okay, whatever. The point is, you should come with us.
You said His Grace said to evacuate outwards?
Yeah, he said to get as far away as possible, upwards and outwards.
Then that means whatever happened must have happened down below. Oh no, isn't that the gate at the very bottom?
It can't be that thing!
Uh-oh.
What? What? Hey, where are you going?
Uh-oh.
We have to go find the Duke! You two just go and get out! Go on without us!
Run!
Hey, hey! Be careful!
Attention! Please evacuate upwards and outwards, upwards and outwards. If you're already at the topmost layer, then try to move as far outwards as possible.
Whee! Wah! Hi, Grace.
They're here.
Just like I said.
What happened?
Oh look, it's a cutscene.
You're just in time. But be ready to run.
You just did a falcon punch to that water. Like the music. Uh-oh. Run, 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 run! Run!
3, 2, 1.
Run! Run! Run!
This won't hold it for long. Find Neuvillette. Tell him the defenses are about to collapse.
Then what will happen to you?
Until he arrives, we're the last line of defense.
What? Wonder
The
when
gate.
Clorin will be
How
playable
long
or
do you
even
think
Navia.
it'll
I don't know.
That depends on us.
Badasses. That's what those two are. Badass.
Neverlet, why are you here?
My boy!
Traveler, I need you to head to the Opera House immediately. Farina will soon be meeting with the knave there. You must protect Farina, and make sure she doesn't spend too much time alone with her.
Okay, you can explain everything else to me later.
Will do. You have my sincerest gratitude.
Run now, Hatham, run! Move out of the way, Fatui.
Look, there are a ton of Fatui Palais Mermonia people over there. The knave is probably here already. We need to hurry.
Are you two the traveler in Paimon? Monsieur Nervalet has left instructions. Please follow me. Though I'm sure he's already explained, this should be a mostly cordial conversation, unlikely to give rise to violence. But it would be most appreciated if you could protect Lady Farina to the best of your abilities.
I will do my best. There she is. Oh boy, they're gonna meet.
Oh, so you two are the honored guests Miss Farina mentioned.
Of course, of course! How could they not attend a meeting such as this? I must always have 2 or more guests at my dessert table. Otherwise, the occasion would be
Hi,
too
Mon, don't
lonely
fall
and
into this.
unbecoming of my station.
It is my pleasure to make your acquaintance, traveler. I have heard much of your accomplishments. I am the Knave, one of the 11 Fatui Harbingers.
So this is the knave, the head of the House of the Hearth, and the Linny siblings' father. She certainly does not seem easy to deal with. Pleasure to meet you two.
I've already prepared seats for you. Come, sit beside me.
Perhaps you two are unaware of how Miss Farina and I do things. You see, we actually recently agreed to get together for tea when we had the time. See this? This is a limited type of confectionery that Miss Farina simply adores. There are only 16 slices sold every day.
Paimon?
Here,
No.
why don't you and Paimon have a taste?
Nope, Paimon. She seems friendly enough, but that can't be all there is to her. The knave is forced to be reckoned with. I should be very cautious around her.
Traveler, what do you think of this cake?
It's pretty good.
That's good to hear. So what Child said was on the mark after all. You do share a taste in desserts with Farina and I.
Wait, Child should have no reason to have said something like that.
I wonder how he's doing nowadays. You must have heard, right? He's suddenly gone missing. I'm really worried about his safety, you know. Here's to hoping that he's an excellent swimmer.
I have faith in his abilities.
Since we're talking about him, I feel like I should add something. His martial prowess really looked certainly pretty impressive, yeah.
Farina looks quite nervous. There must be some kind of bad blood between her and the knave.
Oh, so you're also familiar with his aptitude for fighting, Miss Farina. Oh, right. I almost forgot. Child was subdued by Udex Neuvillette right in front of you. Against ordinary people, my colleague would never be on the back foot. But alas, he just never imagined he'd run into such a person. I must express my admiration for Monsieur Neuvillette.
Oh god, I think I'm about to sneeze. Oh, nope, we're good. I thought I was about to sneeze for a minute. I managed to find a new leads on his whereabouts.
Coming from you, that's not surprising at all.
But
We're here to just having a girls'
happy to
day.
hear the
We're just
news.
having tea and cake.
Of course, but it's still a bit of a shame. You see, I would have been far happier had I received this news somewhat earlier. As you well know, a long time has passed since Child disappeared.
Like, what, 2 months?
Well, in any case, there's no need to worry. We know for sure that Child is still alive.
Oh, and just how do you know that?
Because we found evidence that proved he left the Fortress of Mirabede.
And where did he go after leaving the fortress?
Well...
That we don't know. Oh no, Paimon's statements just left us wide open.
The Fortress of Mirabede lies deep beneath the waves. Unless he pranced right out of the main gate, he must have had to swim for it. Do you have any proof that he surfaced safely?
We do not. But there was also no evidence that he's been injured or killed.
Ah, that is good news at least. His sister Tonya sent a letter to Fontaine not too long ago. Since he was unfortunately unavailable, I picked it up on his behalf. Do you have any idea how he usually writes back to his family? Dear Tonya, your letter made me feel like we were still enjoying our time in Snezhnaya together. I'm currently admiring the scenery on the streets in front of the Opera House. Is it something like that?
She's turning up the pressure. I'm not sure if I'll be able to convince her, but I can at least try to distract her from Fiorina. That sounds good to me, yes.
All letters tend to follow the same few formats anyway, right? As long as the contents are accurate, it doesn't matter so much how it's written or how it's worded. Huh?
Hold on. The water in the teacup is shaking.
I suppose this is also a sign of things to come, Miss Farina.
Huh? I don't quite understand what you're trying to say.
Have we entered into the next stage of the prophecy?
Guys, Nouvelette's gonna save the
thanks to you
day!
both. I will take it from here.
Sure you don't need a hand?
Quite sure.
Wow. So, what's your secret, huh? Let me guess. Nah, who knows? Maybe it's just your sense of responsibility.
Sounds about right.
Oh my god.
A day may come when the prophecy is fulfilled, and the waters burst forth. But it is not this day!
What a
This ancient power
badass!
could easily obliterate an entire race. A tsunami of fury would unleash endless catastrophe. This sentence is too severe. Forgive me for overruling it.
Whoa.
All right. Seems like the problem inside has been suppressed.
Let me guess. We're safe for now.
Indeed. But only for now.
I win this bet. You owe me a present.
Very well. It was indeed just as you said.
You made a bet?
We made a bet on the size of your entourage. Cloran thought you wouldn't come down by yourself.
I figured you would have at least brought a few people along for appearance's sake. It appears I underestimated just how confidential the mission was.
Shouldn't you have gotten used to confidential missions by now? That's just how the courts operate.
So what gift must the loser give? Tea?
He already
I'm
has
suddenly
tons of
more
tea in
worried
his
for
office.
Child that
I'm
Farina.
thinking about a set
I
of legal
know.
courtesies.
That wouldn't happen to be a dig at my lack of legal awareness, would it?
Well, I'm sure His Grace doesn't consider the fortress to be outside the law.
I was under the impression the residents of a place like this would be uninterested in the legal codices.
That was obviously a joke. Anyway, you've still got some unfinished business to attend to in the overworld, correct?
No need to stay here if you have a pressing matter. We all know you can't leave Palais Marmonia for long.
Thank you.
Then,
I
but
hope
yeah,
everything
he
went
better be
smoothly
okay.
with
Yeah,
the
he
platoon
better be
officer.
okay. If not, I'm gonna be upset. But at least I have him.
I must say, we've spent long enough playing house.
Oh, bye,
Miss
honey.
Farina, as the Hydro Archon, I am sure you understand the exact meaning of the phenomenon we just witnessed. Or should I say, that's what I originally thought. But looking at your expression, was I wrong? And you haven't a clue?
What are you trying to say?
At this point, I don't think there's any more need to speak as diplomatic representatives. Allow me to speak to you now as just a Fontanian. You know the prophecy by heart, and also that every part of it is being proven true. Yet, here you are, relaxing, drinking tea, and eating desserts as if it's all nothing more than a few stray bugs in your garden. Do you really think that's acceptable? The prophecy's hanging above our necks like a guillotine. Every faction is looking for a way to either avert the disaster or save their own. Even the orphans of the House of the Hearth have devoted everything to saving their homeland.
Is she just straight up trying to roast Farina, being like, you're not doing your job as an Archon? Is that what, like, she's kind of saying? Because that's kind of what I'm thinking in my head.
But you? It beggars belief just how nonchalant and carefree you have been. From the very beginning, you, the god Focalor, you have utterly failed to take action.
Oh, shit.
You're wrong. I've never ignored the prophecy, nor have I just been passing the time in self-indulgence. Retract your accusation and stop doubting the wisdom of the gods with such absurd conjectures.
I think she just did. Yeah, it looks like she just did.
I am not alone in my doubts, you know. All the children of Fontaine may be harboring the exact same thoughts right now. Oh, great Hydro Archon. How are you going to save them? Save us? How are the people you've sworn to protect supposed to survive in a land that will soon disappear beneath the waves?
I have my ways, and I've been working on them for all this time. Even if you look down upon me, you have no right to judge me. Fontaine will be saved. Even if I still cannot see the true future right now, as long as I continue on as I am, I will be able to hold my head up high!
Farina's not acting like her usual self. She's acting really seriously.
Then I ask you, Miss Farina, just what have
Swear,
you been
she
working
better
on?
do what she promises.
Where
Yeah!
can we see it, and what is it doing to help?
So, was that all a lie, or can she really not tell us? She was so full of conviction and confidence just now, but now she's deflated like a popped balloon.
My machinations are just like the prophecy itself. They will only reveal themselves at the fated time.
It is just that beings like yourselves are unable to perceive them as of yet.
I see. As a god, the proof of your labor always lies beyond prying mortal eyes. Allow me to be so bold as to ask another way. Would it be possible for you to tell us the parts of your plan that are not confidential? Such as your emergency response plan for the impending disaster?
An emergency response plan?
Girl, refute!
That look in your eyes. Have you not even prepared one of those?
Oh my god.
The emergency response plan is also strictly confidential.
You don't
Then
have
allow
a
me to jog
plan!
your memory. Miss Farina, what is the purpose of your Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinal? And what do you plan to do with the massive amounts of indemnitium that has accumulated over the years?
The Oratrice? It's just like it appears to be.
So you also have no idea. If I'm not mistaken, someone's using it to prepare for something. But unfortunately, it would seem that someone is not you, Miss Farina. I first caught wind of this when Linny tried to investigate the Oratrice in the Opera House. You see, even just getting close to the core contaminated him with an extremely large amount of indemnitium. But even if that had nothing to do with you, then what could you possibly be working on, oh great Hydro Archon?
Instead of just throwing random
right.
people in jail.
I almost forgot. Udex Neuvillette is not at the tea party with us today. Miss Farina, I suppose you must have ordered him away to take care of some troublesome business.
Yeah, yes, that's exactly right. Please keep it a secret for me.
Of course I will. Although, I must say, Miss Farina, you seem quite insecure without the Udex by your
Is it wrong of me to think I kind of like the
well,
way the Knave's
let's
just
stop that
shutting
conversation
down
here.
Farina?
There are still a few
It's about
slices of
her-
cake left, so please,
Just
help
about her
yourselves,
job,
everyone.
taking her job as a Hydro Archon seriously. These aren't the topics I can speak about. I don't even know what Neuvillette's task was. If I had to guess, he probably went down. Excuse me. If I had to guess, he probably went down to deal with Surging Primordial Sea, but can he really deal with that all by himself? Oh, honey, he just did! And Furina's being is Farina being truthful or not?
Traveler, I heard that you were recently commissioned to handle a few matters on behalf of the Udex. Why don't you take an extra slice of cake? Those who work hard deserve gratitude and praise.
I love you,
You too,
Knave.
Paimon.
I love you, Arlecchino. You're probably my favorite.
Paimon will take you up on that offer.
You're now my favorite Fatui Harbinger.
Oh, Paimon's super full. That cake was great.
If it's on my tea table, it must be of the highest quality. Yes, and we must thank the Knave for bringing these over as well.
You're welcome. I'm sure the cake also felt greatly honored to be featured at Miss Farina's table. And I was merely catering to Miss Farina's tastes, seeking a chance to chat over tea. It is getting late. Why don't we call it a day? There are still a few matters that I need to take care of, so I must take my leave now.
Very well. We'll end it here.
Mind seeing me off, Traveler? We could use the opportunity to discuss Child before I must be on my way.
Of course.
Paimon's coming too.
No, you stay here.
I'm glad that you were willing to come with me. Of course, Child was just an excuse. I have no interest in your dealings with him.
That's what Paimon thought.
I take back everything I said about you. What do you want to say?
You lent your aid to the children of the House of the Hearth. As their father, I would like to express my gratitude.
There's no need. Was there nothing else you wanted to say?
That was all. Formal topics should be discussed in formal settings, and informal topics in informal settings. I know you just returned from the fortress of Meripede. Relax. I have no intention of trying to get anything out of you. Linny, Lynette, and Fremine are still there, and I trust their judgment and abilities.
They've all been working very hard and have always done all they can to fight back against anyone who tried to stop them, especially Linny.
You mean Wriothesley. He's a tricky one to deal with. It's unfortunate that Linny's so eager to prove himself that he can't learn to rely on others, including me. By the way, and you can just consider this a bit of idle gossip, but what's your impression of Furina? You are outside of our disputes, and the freest person in all of Fontaine, able to move around most easily. Allow me to share my perspective with you.
Oh boy.
And that's everything that happened during the trial. Master Child was declared guilty and immediately transported to the Fortress of Meripede.
Didn't he say he was coming here on vacation? Does he not feel an ounce of shame for all the trouble he has caused? Forget it. He did give us an opportunity. I will be meeting someone shortly.
Do you require help with any preparations?
No need. I will take care of it myself. I need to meet with Furina, the Hydro Archon. She is at the heart of Fontaine. But what's fascinating about her is that she often seems more like a celebrity than a working Archon.
Exactly.
Oh, come over here, you little critter, you. You dare to run from me? Stop right this instant!
My goal is just to discover the location of the Gnosis.
I had a feeling.
But I didn't expect the chance to approach Furina to be handed to me on a silver platter. This is so easy, it's actually making me a bit suspicious. Anything left unguarded is usually just bait. But no one will blame someone for taking the bait. After all, from the moment it was attached to the hook, the bait is meant to be sacrificed. It's just as I guessed in the second before I struck. The Hydronosis is not currently held by the Archon. In fact, this Archon doesn't seem like a god at all. And I sense that she's under some kind of curse.
What?
Who are you? And what are you trying to do? Please don't kill me. I'm begging you, please.
The fear in her pupils is genuine. So perhaps she's not bait after.
If Furina doesn't have a Gnosis, does that mean... Does that make Furina...
lost all meaning.
See, I don't know. Maybe she's a stand-in?
Nobody came looking for
I am hearing rumors that the actual Archon might be Nouvellette, but we'll just have to wait and see. I'm hearing rumors.
Mention this incident to anyone. Not long after, my informants confirmed what I had guessed. After returning to her quarters, Furina quietly cried alone. She was so scared that she could not sleep that night, nor could she even bring herself to eat her cake. There's no doubt that there's something wrong with her. I began to entertain the possibility that she is not the true Hydro Archon. Perhaps Iudex Neuvillette
Plus, you did
is
know...
actually the genuine article. I have to find the Gnosis.
You did see, yeah.
If the Neuvillette hypothesis is correct, he is probably in possession of it. Alternatively, it might have been hidden in a place that's hard for ordinary people to access.
We're gonna have to wait and see when the next Archon when the next Archon
My
Quest
dear
starts.
children, please speak.
News from the fortress of Meripede. Master Child has gone missing. On top of that, the contacts and guards we bribed at the fortress have all gone quiet as well.
Probably the handiwork of that Wriothesley.
Wait, what?
I'm afraid so.
This is a good opportunity. The value of a harbinger is much higher than most would imagine. We now have an excuse to exert diplomatic pressure on the Fontaine authorities.
Lover of there was a cat that really was gone. Taglia, greatest love machine. It was a shame how he carried on.
Oh, and I have an additional mission for you three.
Yes, Father.
Tartaglia's disappearance was not a part of my plan, but I can use it to make a breakthrough. With this as my excuse, I can ask for an official audience and continue my investigation of Farina and Udex Neuvillette.
What?
The initiative belongs to the House of the Hearth. My wish to investigate the fortress of Meripede will be a front. Linny and his group will be responsible for the actual intelligence gathering.
Interesting. It's okay, Allison.
You should know the rest. Linny's group is quite close to you, so they wouldn't have hidden anything from you.
You attacked the Hydro Archon?
It wouldn't mean anything, even if you shouted it from the rooftops. After all, even Farina herself is still pretending that nothing of that sort ever happened.
Child had been mentioned. Okay, fair enough, fair enough.
Right, then.
I've now had 2 chances to enjoy tea with Farina. I have to say, the leadership of Fontaine is even more inscrutable than I had imagined. I once surmised that Udex Neuvillette must be the Hydro Archon.
What?
But now, that doesn't seem right to me either.
So... okay, then I guess my guess was wrong, but... then who the hell is the real Archon? How did you come to that conclusion?
I am a servant of Her Majesty the Tsaritsa.
It's
Over my years of
Tsaritsa!
service, I've learned how a real Archon conducts and carries themselves. Whether Udex Neuvillette or Farina, neither fits the bill. It's hard to imagine either of them as the Archon. Of course, that is all just how I feel. Gut feelings often do not require justification. It is, however, quite amusing to me that after all my years working in intelligence gathering, I've come to realize I am at a complete loss regarding the identity of the god of the land of my birth.
Could be one of
Don't you
Genshin's
think
greatest mystery,
Fontaine
yep.
is quite intriguing. A catastrophe looms, yet many secrets have yet to rise to the surface. It looks like Fontainians will have no choice but to save themselves. Ultimately, though, one must survive in order to do anything else. Should the need arise, I would be happy to cooperate with you. You don't need to commit to anything right now, of course. I have a feeling that the situation will continue to evolve, and as your name is often connected with noble deeds, I'm sure we will
there
work
he
together
is!
someday.
Neuvillette?
He certainly returned quickly. You must want to catch up with each other, so I'll leave you to him.
Neuvillette, is it over?
For now, yes. But this issue will prove quite thorny in the long term. I'm concerned that sooner or later the prophesized events will occur. Thank you for protecting Farina.
May we ask what happened down there?
To put it simply, I used my power to force back the Primordial Sea and reseal the sluice gate.
As for what happened on our side...
So as expected, the Knave has turned up the pressure on Farina. She's trying to feel her out, though I'm still unsure as to her motives.
Can I ask you some questions?
Permission granted.
Does this mean you have some deeper connection with the Hydro Archon?
Whoa. you're the real Hydro Archon, right? But that's just a speculation on our part, though. You can't tell us? Then that's okay. We can talk about something else. We won't try to force you. You guys in Fontaine are super strange.
If by the phrase, you guys, you are referring to Farina and I, then although I'm not sure just what you are trying to imply, I must clarify that I do not share her positions on a multitude of topics.
I love the way he said that. Oh my god, Ray Chase, you did funny on that. Oh my god. But this could mean... You know how... There's Dabalin and then there's Rex Lapis, those dragons of Leeway and Mondstadt? Judging by the name of Nouvelette's weapon and the little blue strands on the end of his hair, what if he's like the Hydro Dragon? But then again, I don't know what I'm saying. What did you sense in the fortress of Meripide?
I believe so. The fortress has a long and complex
Wait.
history.
Oh, that
We've
wasn't a
seen much
question.
grief
Oh
and
man.
suffering. And now, another catastrophe will soon be upon us. I mourn this turn of events.
Huh? Why is it raining all of a sudden?
The clear sky is suddenly filled with dark clouds. The rain became heavier, light as rain. Nouvelette has just mentioned sense of grief. He's crying! I saw people speculating him maybe being a dragon. Okay. So that's a good little theory. Thinking back to that legend and what Fremine said. Holy shit! It said that a dragon of water once resided in Fontaine. Every time it weeps, the skies will cloud up and pour rain. Wait, Nouvelette, you can't be!
You may be closer to the truth than you think.
Oh? And what are you thinking?
Holy shit, I was right! He's the dragon sovereign of water.
The dragon of... what? Huh?
Please do not be so surprised.
What's that? I was right!
Farina?
Nouvelette, are you listening?
Ah, my apologies.
We were just guessing randomly. We didn't guess right, did we? You're not actually the dragon sovereign of water, right? Well, if you don't want to confirm or deny...
Say yes, say yes, say yes!
You guessed correctly. I sincerely hope you'll be able to keep this a secret for me.
What?
Right! Of
He
course.
was!
We'll definitely help you keep it a secret.
See, I knew by the name of his weapon and just his hair! I just thought of this just
Please,
now!
go ahead.
Well, if you are the dragon sovereign of water, and you were able to force back the primordial sea from the fortress, then since Fontaine's prophecy is all about seawater, couldn't you just use your power to solve the crisis?
None of the currently living dragon sovereigns in the world, myself included, possess our full dragonhood. They say that when the first usurper arrived on Tivat, they seized a part of the dragon's power. Today, that stolen power is the basis of the Archon's authorities.
There are 7 elemental archons and 7 matching dragon sovereigns.
The dragon sovereign of water who lived through that era perished a long time ago. As their successor, I know far less of that part of our ancient history.
But wait.
In any case, I believe I will not be able to do much.
Have we seen the dragon? We haven't seen the dragons of Inazuma or Sumeru yet, have we? I can't remember.
Given the status quo, however, I would recommend finding another way to deal with the prophecy.
Oh, so even you can't solve it.
I still have some urgent matters to attend to at my office.
I can't remember.
If you have any more questions regarding ancient history, you are welcome to discuss them with me at a later time.
Ah, please go right ahead. There's a place that Paimon wants to go
maybe?
to. Traveler, why don't we pay another visit to the Fortress of Meripede?
It's not
Paimon is a
Judge
little
Daddy
worried.
anymore. It's Dragon Daddy. Sure.
We'll see you another time.
Take care.
I won't post about this on Twitter. For Sumeru, I mean.
This weather, perfect for doing nothing at all.
Oh. Oops.
Seedwing! Traveler, Paimon, you're back!
Are you still doing alright? Did either of you get hurt?
Don't worry, we're both doing great.
We're fine, but what about you guys? It was such a huge mess. How bad was it?
A few people sustained superficial injuries, but that's about the extent of the damage. Monsieur Nervulet paid us a visit. It was all thanks to him that we managed to suppress the crisis for the time being. Of course, we must also thank you for the help you provided.
Aww.
How did Nervulet know that he was needed here?
Well, Monsieur Nervulet has strong resonance with the hydro element. When the water level rises, he can feel the waves produced. I ran into the bombshell bros while bandaging the injuries of the wounded. They were mumbling the whole time about how you just ran down without a word. I'm so relieved to see that you're both alright. If you're not too pressed for time, please stay with us a few more days. Just let me know if you get a craving for any particular dish, so I can have Mr. Walsey get your meals prepared. Oh, and please feel free to visit the infirmary for a break at any time. I'd like to take the opportunity to spend some more time observing your facial muscles as well. Your happy smiles are quite contagious, you know. They're so memorable, and I've missed them immensely while you were gone.
You guys are back?
You guys didn't get caught and thrown back down here, right?
Huh? No, not at all.
Ah, and here I thought you'd managed to escape from jail during all the commotion. I'd held you up as legendary jailbreakers, but now you're telling me you just never left?
We're sorry, but we just had some business to take care of.
All right. There's no need to get caught up in the details. We're just relieved to see you. He was super worried about you, you know.
Hey, it wasn't just me. Weren't you super worried as well?
Something like that, yeah. I was also transferred to work in the kitchen a few days ago. I can still hear Quisto mumbling to the carrots. Are those two all right? Do you think they made it out alive? Whenever he'd say that, I'd tell him I'm sure they're fine. Wherever they are, they're kicking back with drinks in hand, enjoying the lovely scenery.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with worrying about your prison pals. Is there? I mean, considering how they always love listening to all my gossip.
These two, they sure are a lot warmer and friendlier than when Paimon first met them.
I'm sure the welfare meals must have just skyrocketed in quality recently.
Oh, well, if you say so. I'll be watching you to make sure you finish every last bite.
I think I see it. I'm just staying here and getting squished. Nah, I want to do it, but I don't want to do it.
Now guess, what suit will this next card be?
A bare teeth cat?
Is this your card?
Look who it is.
Traveler, Paimon.
Hello, everyone.
Looks like you're recovering nicely from an, eh?
Mm-hmm. Thanks to everyone's support. Oh, right. I managed to work up the courage to thank Miss Clorant in person.
Whoa, how did she react?
She told me that it was nothing. It was as if saving a life wasn't a big deal to her at all. She also told me not to worry about it.
She didn't want to stress you out, that's all. She's right, and it's best not to dwell on it.
Yeah.
Okay, but check this out. We went back to the Opera House and we met the knave.
You met Father?
Father?
Did she say anything to you?
Father.
She said a few things that were, a bit hard to understand. And also that she's looking forward to working with us in the future.
It was a little surprising.
Her attitude towards you is even better than what we'd imagined. That's fantastic.
No, it's not.
You should believe her. She has her own way of doing things, and she'll do everything in her power to help those she considers close, which now might also include you.
Sure.
Father is very capable, and also trustworthy.
Oh, Paimon just remembered that she thought Lenny was a bit too proud as well. She said that you should learn how to rely on others sometimes.
Got it.
That does sound like something that Father would say.
Hey!
Are you going to stay here for the next few days?
Looks like it, yeah.
Excellent. I will host a tea party.
For real? Then Paimon wants another serving of cake.
Another implies that you were already served some delicious cake while you were up there. How lovely. Well, next time, you're going to have tea and snacks with us. Jurier, Miss Sishween told me you still haven't eaten.
Yeah, I was working on something, so I forgot.
That's no excuse for... Huh? It's you two.
Jurier, Lurvine, we're back!
Hello there. It's been quite the mess here recently. How have you been?
We're fine, thanks.
And you? Are you still taking the secret passageway from the infirmary to work on the ship?
Yep. That is still top secret, though. So don't say a word to anyone.
It can be a bit annoying when there are lots of people in the infirmary, but I still prefer taking that route over the one from the Duke's office.
I mean, the infirmary does make it easier for you to slack off.
Oh yeah? Then why are you also here so much?
You two really are just using your jobs as a cover for your relationship, aren't you?
Not at all!
They fight like a married couple.
Do my eyes deceive me, or did I just see two inmates come back after making it to the surface? Some strange winds blowing of late.
We wanted to see how the fortress is doing. Is everything still alright?
We're fine, for the most part. Neuvillette came down and took care of the worst of it.
If that's the case, why don't you just ask him to stay here?
Oh, yeah, what a brilliant plan. Let's go convince the Udex himself to exchange the Courts of Fontaine for a puddle of water in the middle of nowhere.
I don't think that's going to work.
He came here in a hurry and left without even stopping for a cup of tea. He did remember to take Miss Sigewin's gift with him, though.
If I streamed at night and had a
super busy.
drink, I would have
Miss
done like
Cloran
a
was
drinking
left as
game,
well.
like take a drink every
She
time.
also took her
Like
gift
take a
from Miss
drink every
Sigewin.
time.
Were the
He
gifts milkshakes?
wisely says tea.
Nervalette got the milkshake. Clorand received lipstick instead.
Those aren't even remotely alike.
Imagine Nuvalette
Well,
just
it's
drinking a
Nervalette's own
milkshake.
fault for making Sigewin worried about his health by working so much. But besides that, our head nurse is still pretty fond of picking out beauty products for the ladies. Oh, and I have some gifts here for you as well.
It better not be
Are
lipstick.
these from Sigewin too?
Nope, they're from yours truly. You've already wrapped up your work at the fortress,
It's tea,
so
I
you
already
can
know
return
it.
to the surface at any time. You haven't yet served your full prison term, however, so you may continue to use your cell until your term is up.
For real? Then we could stay here for a really long time?
Is food still covered?
You may access the cafeteria for free. Just remember
Hooray!
to come complete
Prison
your
life!
paperwork once it's time for your release.
We're back in our cell again. We're no longer prisoners though, so it really doesn't feel the same.
It feels like a huge weight is off our shoulders.
Sure feels that way. But the truth is, we never did anything bad to begin with, so I'm not sure why we put so much pressure on ourselves.
Paimon, is there something you'd like to say?
Huh? How did you know?
Because you usually just immediately fall asleep.
Hey, that's not true! Alright. Okay, Paimon just wanted to say that we really are an amazing duo after all. It's like, we've now gone to so many places together and become friends with so many people. We've never stopped traveling or stopped meeting new friends. There are so many bad things in the world, and we're just two people, but we've still been solving problems no matter where we go. Isn't that pretty cool?
We're the best adventurers ever.
You're counting Paimon today? Aren't you the only adventurer here?
Being a guide counts too.
Then let's ask Catherine to give Paimon an adventurer handbook as well. Paimon will also be an adventurer from today forward. Just our thoughts making Paimon giddy. Paimon's gonna crash, so you sleep soon too. The last time we fell asleep here, we woke up to a whole mess outside our cell. The primordial seawater nearly rose up. That was so scary. We should be safe now, right?
We'll be fine, so don't worry, Paimon.
Alright then. Good night to you, Traveler.
Good night to you too. Good night to you, Paimon. Of course. It's a whale! The whale. Woohoo! We did it! Please. Please. Anything. Please. Let me have the man home. I need 5 more. Hang on.
Paimon has so many questions about his true identity. Let's go talk to him and find out.
Set to that teleport waypoint over there and do 1 more, and after that, I'm calling it. Not a stream. I'm calling it quits on his banner. And I'm gonna pause and do a BRB and use the restroom and make a snack.
Well met.
Ow! That hurt! Whee! Keep swimming! Keep swimming! Keep swimming!
I've been waiting.
Oh no! A Celius trap! I'll find you later, friend. I'll save you later, my friend. Please. 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 No! That's it. I give up. Wait, hang on one sec. Oh, okay, that's for the event. Alright, so I'm gonna pause and do a quick be right back. I'm gonna use the restroom and make a snack. I'll be right back. I'm back. I've returned. So, I think what we're gonna do next, we're gonna do the poetry event, and I think I'll just do Nouvelette's story quest, I'll just do Nouvelette's story quest off stream because I do want to do Nouvelette's story quest before Ridesley's banner starts, just so I can stay ahead. So we're gonna do this next. All right. Hutao and Venti!
Looks like you're having fun. What's the occasion this time?
Oh, do I spy a traveler and a Paimon? We were just talking about you. This is more serendipitous than finding Mora after face planting on the road.
Hello, you two.
It's been too long. I'll bet you have some thrilling new tales from your journey to fill me in on. I can see it in your eyes.
As ever.
Excellent. I knew I could count on you.
What were you talking about before we got here? Something fun? Or something delicious?
We were talking about one certain traveler, and how two's company, but three's a crowd, as the inseparable duo tore around Tibet, making 4 friends here and 5 more there, often at 6s and 7s as they brave the lakes and seas, collecting pieces of 8 and countless other treasures. They clearly must have 9 lives. Wink, wink. Let's hope they have less than 10 deaths.
What the? It just gets worse and worse.
Shortly, you may attend a grand banquet at Stone Gate. All will be dressed to the nines for majestic food and fine wines. And after 8 long drinks and 7 shorts, they'll each write 6 lines 5 times. You've been to all 4 corners of the world, so in 3 short seconds, can you guess from these 2 stanzas of 1 speech each what this event is about?
A poetry festival.
Correct! It's a poetry gala, and Mondstadt and Liyue are hosting it together. Do you still remember the promise I made to the distinguished director Who here during the Lantern Rite?
Oh, something about writing poetry together?
That's right! At the dinner table that night, I just knew this young bard was a rare talent with exceptional taste. You know, it's rare to encounter such a kindred spirit. And now, I've finally seized the chance to collaborate. It took me much trekking across the land to petition Eugene Terrace and contact the Knights of Favonius, but eventually, in the spirit of friendship and poetry sharing, I managed to successfully organize the Neighboring Nations Congenial Poetry Gala.
Bit of a weird name.
Liyue's poetry is known far and wide, and Mondstadt is the city of wine and song. With 2 nations teaming up, it'll be double the fun.
Aww.
And a great chance for people from both places to get to know one another.
This is wholesome.
Hutao and I will be the co-hosts for this poetry gala. Of course, I haven't studied the various forms and formalities of Liyue poetry for very long, so please forgive my dreadful performance just now.
Not at all, Venti. You followed my lead most excellently.
You flatter me.
Well, this sounds like fun. Let's get involved.
Sure, I'm looking forward to everyone's poems.
Oh, Paimon, sure you'll be amazing. Remember that time in Liyue when Paimon gave you the first half of a couplet? Wind rises, winds never churn. You came up with the second half right away.
But the sea of clouds always return.
Oh, looks like someone's got a knack for this. Perhaps we'll have to raise the difficulty a little.
Alright, so basically you guys are here to discuss the activities for the poetry gala, right?
Oh, looks like little Paimon's brain has gained a wrinkle or 2. You guessed it so effortlessly, but you still guessed it wrong.
Huh? Wait, Paimon guessed wrong?
We came here hoping to invite a special guest.
I already told you, I'm not going.
Shoo! Hold it!
Oh, you're here too!
Let me go get him! Let me go get him! Grace? Where is she? I was like, Grace, it's your boy! It's your boy! He's right here!
Never having penned a verse myself, how could I hope to judge the poetry of others? Besides, afflicted with karma as I am, the raucous atmosphere
I'm here and
you're
I had a
cultivating is
similar
precisely
reaction.
the kind which
Okay.
I must avoid, as you well know.
Hey now, there's a first time for everything, right? We all start from itsy bitsy spider, but give it a shot and you'll be wandering lonely as a cloud in no time. And you don't even have to join us in person if you really don't want to. You
He's
can
right
just
here.
watch the party from a nearby mountaintop and cheer us on. But at least head down and take a look first. It's right by the inn, and there's plenty of fun activities to get involved with. It can't hurt to
When I
take a
first
quick
saw
walk
that, I
and check things out.
I put both fists up. Nice.
Here, what is there to fear?
Join us. It'll be fun.
I'll consider it.
It's nearly time. Why don't you all head to the venue and take a look around? Quite a few of your friends should have arrived by now.
Yes, that's right. Venti and I still need to discuss the poem for the opening ceremony. So, we'll catch up with you later. Plus, our Adeptus friend might need a bit more convincing. We'll see if we can coax him down.
Gotcha! We'll be on our way then! Wow, it's so lively! Didn't think there'd be so many people here already.
Ooh!
And
Jing
a
Xiao and Chongyun.
Well, look who's here. This poetry fest seems to have attracted talent of the highest caliber.
Hey! Xingqiu and Changyun are here too!
I was actually heading into the mountains to train, but he accosted me on the way and dragged me here.
Oh, how your words wound me. Is it not the responsibility of an exorcist of Liyue to ensure that this celebration of friendship between our two nations stays free of evil spirits? Besides, this is an excellent opportunity to meet heroes who have come from far and wide. Surely, you must be curious as to how that heroine of Mondstadt was able to lift such heavy objects like they were but a feather.
Are you talking about Noelle? Yeah, she's super strong!
Oh? Well, since you are so well acquainted, could we trouble you to introduce us later?
Okay, fine. But don't forget to help me with my investigation like you promised. That's the only reason I agreed to come at all.
Huh? What investigation?
Naturally, I could never forget such a thing. My word is my bond. Relax, dear Paimon. All will be revealed in time.
Okay.
Who else is here? Oh, there's Mika and Noelle!
Mika! Noelle!
We haven't seen Mika in a long time.
It's the Traveler in Paimon.
Are you here for the neighboring nation's congenial poetry gala as well?
You said that with a straight face? Is Paimon the only one who thinks it sounds weird?
Are you here as Mondstadt's representatives?
Representatives? No. Nothing fancy like that. We were sent here by the Knights of Favonius to help maintain order and set up the venue. But I didn't really do anything useful so far. Noelle brought all these tables and chairs here from Mondstadt by herself. She's a true knight.
Oh, no, that's just not true. Your efforts were indispensable. You selected the venue, drew up the layout, and so on. Also, you're the true knight here. I'm still in training. If anything, I should be addressing you as Sir.
What? No. Please don't. Just keep calling me Mika.
Why does it feel like these two could keep this up all day?
Anyway, Master Jean did say that as long as we keep on top of our work, we should take a look around while we're here and get involved in the poetry gala as much as we can. But I haven't written much poetry before, so I'm not sure if I'll fit in.
I actually have the same concern.
There's a first time for everything.
Yeah, plus, you won't be alone. We're joining too. The Traveler's a really good writer, you know.
Really? In that case, we'll try our best too.
Perhaps the challenge of writing poetry is a rite of passage that all who wish to qualify as a knight must eventually face.
Paimon wouldn't go that far. But anyway, no backing out now. See you soon!
Sure. Maybe you can teach me a thing or two.
Oh, Mika beat me to it. I was gonna ask for help too.
I'll teach you both. And there's Diona.
Diona! Traveler and Paimon? I didn't expect to see you here. Are you here to mix drinks? That's right. I was specially asked to attend this event on behalf of the Cat's Tail, and I'm also here as a mixologist representing the Mondstadt wine industry. You're representing Mondstadt's wine industry? Oh, you must be hating every minute of it. Of course I hate it! But it's also a perfect chance to destroy the reputation of Mondstadt's wine business once and for all! Opportunities like this don't come around every day, you know. Huh? How do you figure that? All I need to do is add some gross ingredients to the drinks, and I can create the most disgusting concoctions imaginable! Nobody will ever buy wine from Mondstadt again. Paimon thinks you'll end up getting the opposite result. Just you wait! I ain't about to mess this up.
Good luck.
Are you gonna write some poetry with us too? Poetry? I've heard plenty of bards sing in the tavern before, but I've never tried writing any myself. You should join in! It'll be fun! Fine, if I have time.
Poems and melodies wandering the wind, wafting to pastures beyond their home.
Two greedy fishies struggling to swim. They ate so much that they're starting to groan.
Animal crystal fly draped in gold robes, a bright little light from that glazed lantern glows.
Benches pinch the rice and scoot while the boars of the forest anxiously root.
Welcome one and all to this festival of poetry, jointly organized by Lua and Mondstadt.
Or, in full, the neighboring nation's congenial poetry gala. We're your hosts, Liyue's verse-monger of the darkest alleys, Hutao.
And Mondstadt's liquor-loving lyricist, Venti the Bard. The purpose of this event is to promote friendly poetic exchanges between our two nations. So please, have fun, talk to other people, and make some new friends.
If you're here, you're our guest, so please enjoy this poetry fest.
I'd also like to reassure everyone that this event welcomes people of all skill levels, from first-time rhymers to seasoned songwriters. If you ask me, the most important thing you can bring to writing poetry is authenticity. That means reaching deep down to all the thoughts and feelings you usually hide away or struggle to express, and putting them into words, just right from the heart in whatever form you like.
To help everyone really cut loose and enjoy themselves to the fullest, Venti and I have carefully prepared 3 themes to be revealed over the course of 3 days. Let's get right to it. The first theme is Riddle Me This.
Solving riddles, huh? Interesting. It's actually a pretty good choice for a warm-up activity.
Whew. I'm glad they're not making us write sonnets or something right at the start.
Does everyone see the lanterns hanging around the venue? These have been specially prepared for the riddle game. Simply write down your riddle and hang it on a lantern. Then Venti and I will select a few to pose to the crowd, and you will try to solve them. We'll now give you some time to write down and hang up your riddles. Feel free to walk around and talk with the other contestants to get the creative juices flowing. And remember, whoever guesses the most riddles correctly will get a prize.
And with that, the neighboring nation's congenial poetry gala has officially begun.
Hooray! Hold on 1 second.
Wait. Huh? No. Whatever.
One minute, I'm sorry. Alright. Sorry.
The scribe's work is simple, which is exactly why I took the position.
Here's the first riddle.
Oh, let's see what's on this lantern. A tender sigh for home, how far the flowers roam. A visitor asks me why, for a dream beyond the sky. Okay, someone from Liyue definitely wrote this one.
I just read that one too. Liyue's poems seem pretty difficult to grasp.
Dreams? Sky? Is it talking about some kind of bird?
So it means something like, this thing's really far from home. It's in a vast area, and it's flying really high. Is that it?
In a nutshell, yes.
Oh, you're amazing, Paimon! Oh, it looks like I still have a lot of learning to do.
It's nothing really. Once you've spent enough time in Liyue, you just sort of pick up on these things.
Oh, I know exactly what you mean. Back when I was out with the Grandmaster on the expedition, I started picking up some local customs without even realizing it.
But back to the riddle. We still haven't actually solved it. What could it be talking about?
Something that flies high and far. Oh, that makes me think of dandelions.
Oh, that makes sense. And Mondstadters believe that dandelions can carry your feelings on the wind.
But maybe we're missing something? It can't be that easy. After all, it's a riddle from Liyue. What would their equivalent of the dandelion be? If there even is one. What do you think, Traveler?
I think dandelion is the right answer.
Great! Then we'll have one answer ready to go when the game begins.
Right! Just like Venti said. As long as the interpretation makes sense and reflects our perception of the poem, then perhaps there are no wrong answers.
Well, no matter what the real answer is, the guessing's all a part of the fun. Let's go look at the next one.
Oh, yes! I want to see if there's any Mondstadt-style riddles.
This one says... Oh, this handwriting is just awful. I have 4 corners like a square pancake, but I'm stuffed and seasoned and carefully baked. I pass through the lips 1 piece at a time. The more you consume, the broader your mind. Oh, wow, Paimon's drooling from that one. Is there really a food that can make you smarter? Paimon's gotta try that!
Oh, Paimon. You have to look past the surface level meaning with riddles, or you'll fail to plumb their depths.
Huh? So have you got any ideas, Shinjo?
Well...
Xingqiu just hung that riddle up a moment ago.
Oh, so this is Shincho's riddle! You know, Paimon was expecting you to write something a little more... elegant.
This festival is about building friendship and mutual understanding. With so many friends from Mondstadt present, I thought I'd try writing something more accessible and less flowery, so that more people could enjoy it.
Hey, not bad! So, buddy, does that mean you can tell your old pal Paimon the answer on the sly, or...?
No!
Not a chance. You'll have to wait for the answer to be revealed, just like everyone else.
Ha! Meanie!
If that's how you feel, why don't you try and stump me with a riddle of your own?
Maybe Paimon will! We'll see who stumps who! Traveler, you'll help Paimon come up with a riddle, right?
Gladly.
Ha! At least you're nice to Paimon!
Then I look forward to seeing the fruits of your literary labors.
Ha! Prepare to get stumped! Even though Paimon said she'd write a riddle, Paimon really doesn't have any clue how. Let's start by reading a few more of other people's for inspiration. On 4 long legs my slim body sits. I eat not a bite and drink not a sip. With a passionless face I greet countless guests, whom I carry all day without needing to rest. Is this talking about some kind of animal?
All animals need to eat.
It's a chair! Huh? Diona, how did you guess it so quickly? Wait, were you the one who wrote it? No, of course I didn't write it. The answer just popped into my head. I'm always telling the cats in the tavern that the chairs get tired from working all the time, so they shouldn't use them to sharpen their claws. Ah, okay. So a riddle needs to have a bait and switch. Are you trying to write one? Yep, and thanks to you, Paimon's just thought of one. Maybe I should try to come up with one too. All right, Paimon's riddle is now hanging up. Diona, do you want to know the answer? Nah, no need. I don't really care about winning a prize. Oh, okay then. Well, looks like it's time to carry on with the event. We should regroup with the others. Sure, have fun.
Hey, looks like everyone's about done mingling and riddling. Gather round and look this way. Venti and I have selected several riddles from everyone's contributions, and we added a few of our own to the mix for good measure. Shortly, we'll randomly select a few to read aloud. If your riddle gets selected, remember that you have to announce the correct answer at the end. Anyone who guesses correctly gets 1 point, and if nobody guesses correctly, the writer of the riddle gets a point. Sounds fair to me.
Of course, when the riddler reveals the right response, it only counts if everyone agrees that it's not too far-fetched.
That's right. Now, if there are no more questions, it's time to reveal the first riddle.
Hopefully they'll draw at least some that I can get. Oh no, does only the first person to solve it get the points? Ugh, that means I have to be first to raise my hand.
Please choose Paimon's riddle. Please choose Paimon's riddle.
Riddle number 1. Let me see here. This riddle is, unique, especially the handwriting. I have four corners, like a square pancake, but I'm stuffed and seasoned and carefully baked. Baked? Baked. I pass through the lips, one piece at a time. The more you consume, the broader your mind.
They drew Shinchos!
Better answer as quickly as you can. You don't want someone else beating you to it.
You! Oh, brat! It's, pizza! The answer is pizza!
Even without the author coming forward, I can confidently declare this answer wrong. I mean, how does eating pizza broaden your mind? And while I'm no expert in exotic dishes, if I'm not mistaken, pizza is round, is it not? Like mora meat?
Mora meat.
Eating pizza makes you happy, and being happy makes it easier to face problems that need solving.
Well, it looks like the people of Tibet knows what pizza looks like.
Okay, Paimon admits she may have jumped the gun on this one.
Maybe it's some other kind of food. Oh, no. Riddles are never that simple, and it needs to be something that makes people more intelligent.
If Paimon had known it was gonna be this tough, she'd have read more books in her time.
Paimon!
What is it? Have you got it?
Books!
Huh?
They're square and they've gotten lots of big words baked into them.
Oh, gotcha! Books! The answer is books!
That was quicker than I expected. I was quite proud of that one. Oh, it appears the riddle writer has announced the answer. Okay, 1 point to Paimon.
Huh? So the answer was books? Oh, how did I not get that? Come on, Nika. Concentrate.
We're awesome at this!
Ahem.
Oh, what Paimon meant to say was that you're awesome at this. Thanks for the point, Traveler.
On to riddle number 2.
I gotta get in there first this time.
High above the wispy clouds, amidst the gloomy snow-filled shroud, standing alone on an icy stage, beneath it every lowly sage. Looks like a poem from Leela.
Oh, it's...
I got it!
Looks like those two have some ideas. Could it be some kind of plant that lives in cold, high places?
Mika, please go ahead. As a full Knight of Favonius, you represent all of us from Mondstadt here.
No, how could I? It was you who thought of it first. You should be the one to guess.
My answer isn't necessarily correct. Besides, it's first come, first served, and you beat me to it.
No, I didn't. You were just before me.
How gracious and considerate our fellow competitors are towards each other. A wonderful sight to see. How about both of you say your answer at the same time? If you're both right, you'll each get a point.
Oops, I didn't realize we'd made such a scene.
Oh, crud. I guess we dragged that out a bit.
Oh.
So, Noelle, what do you say?
Yes, let's. Our answer is...
Cecilia!
Oh, that certainly sounds like a good candidate for the correct answer. A flower that blooms on the highest peaks and known for its exquisite beauty. The Cecilia is held by many Mondstadters to be the true windbloom. Although, since the writer hasn't yet come forward to announce the answer, this probably wasn't the answer they were looking for. Sorry. Any other answers?
I can't believe I was wrong. Maybe it's a plant from Liyue.
Is the answer Qingxin? The poem does evoke a strong sense of quiet, proud solitude in a high place.
Correct. I wrote this one. Qingxin is the right answer. No! Shinjo got it before However, after listening to the host's description, I do remember reading about Cecilia flowers in a book once. They definitely fit the description of a pure flower standing proudly and alone on high. So, I'd like to approve the answer from our two friends from Mondstadt as well.
Really? Oh, thank you so much. Well, since even the Riddler themselves agrees, all 3 contestants earn a point each.
Darn it! Shinjo's caught up to Paimon already!
We're only just getting started, Paimon.
Yeah, you're probably right.
Moving now to our third riddle. Huh? Why is the handwriting so floaty?
Paimon.
What's got no wings but flies in the air, never gets tired of floating up there. So full of mora it comes out the nose, but in the sea, glug glug glug, down it goes.
That's Paimon's. They picked Paimon's riddle. Yay!
And the answer is Paimon.
What is it? Why isn't anyone guessing? Is Paimon's riddle too hard?
It is not too hard.
That's not quite it. More like, it's so ludicrously simple that we just cannot believe it.
What? No way! Well, go on then. Tell us the answer if you're so sure.
The answer is Paimon.
What?
It's Paimon.
It's Paimon.
I was actually gonna say Paimon too.
Me too.
No! You're all completely wrong! How the heck did you all think the answer was Paimon?
Paimon, do you have wings behind your back?
No.
You're always floating, but you never seem to get tired of it.
And Paimon has a very healthy appetite, which must cost the traveler a lot of mora and meal expenses.
Yep.
I've heard from the senior knights that the traveler rescued Paimon by fishing her out of the sea. So, that means Paimon can't swim. So if she fell in the sea, then...
Not to mention she's emergency food.
Glug. Wait. Now Paimon's doubting herself. What was the answer again?
Think about it for a moment.
No! You're all wrong. The answer to Paimon's riddle is obviously the Jade Chamber! You know, the Jade Chamber that's always flying up there in the sky?
Is that so? I still maintain that the riddle actually describes Paimon more accurately. In fact, if we just added 2 more lines to the poem, it would be the perfect riddle.
Huh? What do you want to add?
The traveler's companion and talkative guide, a praiseworthy presence always by their side.
Aw, do you mean it? Can we really add that part?
I can vouch for it.
You think so too? Okay, then Paimon would like to announce that the correct answer to the riddle is the widely adored Paimon!
Great! And with that, the widely adored Paimon has gifted a point each to everyone who answered just now.
Guessing riddles is a lot of fun. And even though Paimon didn't manage to beat Shinto, Paimon still feels like she got a little smarter. Oh, didn't Changyu mention he was investigating something before? Let's go ask him about it. Hey, you two!
Oh? Hi, Paimon. You know, for a moment there, I was worried I might lose to you.
Oh, are you collecting your prize right now?
I am indeed. Though, if you really want it, I'd be more than happy to give it to you.
Seriously? Wow, what is it?
A most generous donation by yours truly as director of the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor. Namely, a buy one, get one free coupon for our high-end customized service package. It's a pleasant surprise to learn you're so interested in it, Paimon.
Nope, nuh-uh, no thank you, hard pass, you can keep it.
Are you sure? In that case, I'll gladly take it.
Here you are. Now remember, this package comes with our anytime, anywhere, on-demand collection service. Just give us a call and we'll be right there. With any luck, we'll still show up even if you're unable to call.
So, to what do we owe the honor, Paimon?
What do you mean we? Chongyun's the one Paimon's looking for, not you. Wasn't he saying something about needing help?
Oh, yeah. That.
How about I put it in riddle form?
Huh? Isn't the competition over?
'Twas like a demon not demonic, or devil devoid of the diabolic. Afar it floated free above the ground, but when approached, though sought, naught could be found.
Sounds to me like you encountered a ghastly little ghosty in the wild.
Perhaps I should just explain it. Basically, while I was training this morning, I suddenly caught sight of a non-human entity. It was floating in the air without any kind of external aid, and its body was almost transparent. At first I thought I'd finally encountered a demon that wasn't repelled by my pure yang spirit, and immediately prepared to exorcise it. But none of my methods had any effect on it, and when I went to try and get a closer look at it and tried to ascertain what I was dealing with, it disappeared into thin air.
You're sure it's not a ghost or spirit of some kind?
Quite sure. I could sense that it had a physical body, and if it were a spirit, I'm sure it would have been scared away long before I saw it. It's all my fault. I got overexcited, and in my haste, I didn't ascertain its true nature before taking action. Thinking back on it, if it wasn't an evil spirit, maybe I offended some kind of adeptus, or illuminated beast.
You shouldn't blame yourself. It was something you'd never seen before. Anyone else would have reacted the same way. Besides, we're making up for it now by doing our best to find out the truth.
Any thoughts, Venti? Have you managed to untangle Chongyun's twisted tail?
Why don't you take a guess first, Tutao?
Oh, that means
they're a dynamic duo.
I can't be absolutely certain, but I'm reasonably sure it's not what Liyue would call an evil spirit or demon. So whatever it is, it's not dangerous.
Why isn't Geodaddy here for this?
How about this? We can incorporate
Just saying, Geodaddy would have been interested in this.
Close, but no. Good ideas could just pop into your head out of thin air, but if you ask me, everyone should relax tonight and get a good rest before tomorrow.
You say that, but your gaze keeps drifting over towards the wine stand.
Oh, Venti. Okay, cool. We can do the event. So we'll do that real quick, and then I probably need to go ahead and call it. Like, I probably need to stop at around 2:10, so my hangout doesn't start till 2:20, but I'm like, I do need to probably stop and, you know, get everything prepared, but I can still keep going. Like, I gotta do it, like, fast, so I have to skip the dialogue. I'm sorry, I'm like I'm kind of on a clock. Blah, blah. I know. Darts. I love darts. Speedrun. Speedrun.
Going out on a rainy day is the worst.
How much time do I have? Go, I've gotta hurry. Okay. I'll get my main team in here for damage.
Scatter! Here you are.
A round of applause. Step right up. Game's up. Fun's over.
This is order. Solidify. Yeah.
And voila!
Out of
Quake. Yeah.
Busted. Step right up. Let's get this show on the road.
Here you are.
And voila!
The process of elimination.
Here comes the catch.
Flicker.
Gotcha.
Order guide you. Stabilize.
Here you are.
Oh, come on, I gotta hurry! I only got almost 20 minutes!
Flicker. Well now.
Ah! I gotta hurry! Well, I got time, but still. Like, Kyle already pinged us who's doing the one-on-ones today to hop in the waiting area.
Game's up. Fun's over. Take it easy. Gotcha. Here comes the finale.
Solidified.
I will have order.
Omar! Alright, I got one more event. Blah, 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 blah. I got 9 minutes. I gotta hurry. 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 Got 9 minutes to wrap up. As I'm doing this last event, I'll probably just say what I've got planned for the week. So as soon as I finish this, thank you everybody who stopped by. Grace, thank you for modding. So my plan is for, tomorrow at noon, it's gonna be another, Miles Morales stream because we're gonna see how far, wait. Days Leva, thank you so much for the follow. I'm, doing this last event and then I've gotta get ready to, I gotta get moving, I gotta call stream, but so my plan is we're gonna see how far we go into Miles Morales tomorrow because 2 comes out next week. And depending, if I happen to finish it tomorrow, then great, we're all good with everything. But if not, then next week's gonna be an all-out Spider-Man Miles Morales week. Wait, didn't I? Fuck, I meant the wrong event. And then Saturday's gonna be a, I just did this. I gotta leave. I gotta be I just did this. But Saturday's gonna still either be a maybe or a short stream. I don't know quite yet. Because I'm doing a voiceover workshop on Saturday, and that's gonna depend on how I'm feeling. But if it is, if I do stream, I'm gonna play some more Resident Evil 2 for the spooky season. You know what? I may just do this. Please select this one. But yeah, that's my plan for this week. I'm sorry, I'm going dead silent. I am so sorry. I'm trying to... Where the heck does this go? Yeah, that I already did. What can I do here? I'll just do this off stream, but yeah, that's gonna be my plan. Tomorrow at noon, Miles Morales, and then for Saturday is a maybe with Resident Evil 2, but just keep up to date on my socials and I'll fill you in on everything. But till then, have a great rest of your day. I'll see you guys tomorrow afternoon for Miles Morales. Stay safe, stay hydrated, spread the love. I'll see you guys tomorrow afternoon. Bye!